Bicep there again, looking to create space for the ground and pound.
Rabinder had such a hard childhood. From 15 to 18, he worked hard, labor, and then he started training at 18 and really has found some incredible success in mixed martial arts as he starts touching up the striker. Korepchi Dongat with a beautiful duck under. Korepchi's got a sprawl. Good balance maintained by Dongat. Stay upright.
Dongat did this so well in his debut as MMA fighter against Ivan Orikov. But I like the level change there from Dant. When striking first, level change right into this entry. Good pressure now, getting the hands underneath the butt. Gonna complete another takedown here. Rabindra Dant from Nepal.
Good job, he's almost triangled the legs. Trying to trap those legs into position. Oh, grounded up knees are perfectly legal here at one. Great utilization from Dant of the global rule set as Korepchi is able to work his way back up to his feet. Now he needs to get those hands going, try to work his way back into this round.
There's a big left hand there by Dongat. Rabindra Dant does not want to stay here on the ropes against Korepchi. He seems fired up. He knows he's giving up 2 takedowns here.
Trying to close that distance as Dant throws the knee up the middle. I like the center channel weapons thrown by Dant just to deter that takedown as Dongat throws that inside leg kick.
Making this a gritty fight, Rabindra Dant.
Rabindra Dant seems okay to just duck his head, bury his chin into his chest, throw hands just to work his way in. Knows it's going to be a tough road to travel to get to that takedown again.
Nice palm up there as well from Rabindra Dant. $100,000. Life-changing contract. It can lead to millions of dollars alongside becoming a global icon. Both these 2 young men trying to get there. Nice flurry to end the round by Dongat.
Korepchi is trying to get Dant out of there, but tough first round. Dongat working well. His father passed away when he was a young man, took him to the wrestling gym because it knew it would provide support and help him grow as a man, and look at him putting in work here in that first, but then in that big beginning of the round, it was all Dant.
Dant showcasing that ground and pound that we talked about. That's a big right hand from Korepchi Dongat. But largely control on the ground by Rabindra Dant, landing some beautiful elbows, doing some damage there to the top of the head of Korepchi Dongat as well. Big first 5 minutes for the Nepali representative. Dongat needs to find a way to get his offense going on the feet, Mitch.
Korepchi Dongat comes from a small town out in Siberia, some of the toughest conditions on this beautiful planet. He knows what it's like to come from behind. Let's see if he can do it here in the second round of this flyweight mixed martial arts bout. Rabindra Dant looks to push forward, closes that distance well, hides the takedowns nicely behind some punches. See if he chooses to take this to the ground early.
Shine in One Friday Fights, and you're on track for the biggest martial arts platform in history, one championship. These 2 young men looking for that opportunity. Dant again, you're gonna come up the middle channel like we talked about with those knees. Every time Dongat goes to level change.
Nice shot, but a beautiful defense so far early on as Rabindra goes high crotch, tries to elevate Korepchi, but Korepchi's doing a good job of maintaining that base. He's holding the ropes with the foot.
Looks strong in there, Mitch. What a dump from Rabindra Dant. Another big takedown to start this second round. Right into side control there. What can Rabindra Dant do? Was able to go into mount briefly in the first round. Nice job by Dongat to hold Dant in the half-guard position. Not where he wanted to be to start the second round, Mitch.
Good positioning from Dant, though, to flatten out Korepchi, as he slides over into mount, turns him away from the ropes. Dongak giving up that arm, almost gift wrapping it to the arm bar, but good job by Dant to adjust. Looking for the arm triangle here. A little bit high, let's see if we can settle this in. Drive that shoulder into the choke there. He's still in half guard though, so.
A little bit high, he needs to get this ear next to Dongak's ear, but Dant is strong. Sometimes just the right amount of squeeze, you can take out opponents. Dongak doing the right thing, trying to get the elbow back inside, but submission attempt here from Dant.
The right arm's coming up high into the chin, so the choke might be gone. He abandons it. Chooses to go with the elbows instead. Did good work in the first 5 minutes, Gianni, with those elbows in that ground and pound. Korepchi Dongak's tough, though.
Ultra tough Korepchi Dongak. Not many professional athletes in Nepal. This one could be a door opener for the rest of the Nepali MMA athletes. Rabindra Dant representing well. Framing off with the forearm again. Short ground and pound here from Rabindra Dant. He's popping up now here to his feet. Nice job though, chooses to pass the knee through instead of popping up and landing some big shots. Control.
Yeah, let's see Dongak release these grips and start pushing down on the legs, just create a little bit of space. He's explosive, he's a good scrambler, but here in mount, you gotta do a little bit more, especially now you're deep into the round. He's looking like he might get his back taken here. Not punching from the mount position. A lot of power in those shots, but they are adding up.
Short strikes. Dant is trying to get that leverage. He wants Korepchi to turn, but Korepchi knows that. Great use of the ground and pound. You see him trying to set up that. Oh, that's a nice right hand there from Rabindra.
Korepchi needs to start pushing down on those legs, accept the fact that he's going to get smashed in the face. Push down on those thighs to get that space. This type of escape, this sit-up escape, is not something they teach you in BJJ, but he is limiting the space at which Dant has to deliver ground and pound, so I can't knock him for his effectiveness of avoiding the ground and pound, but he's gonna have to create a little bit of space here, pop one of those legs out, work his way back up, and he pulled him right back into mount. Great balance showcased by Dant.
Well, that's exactly what Dant needed. He needed to flatten him out so he can create this leverage for the ground and pound.
This is how Dant's gotten 4 of his victories, just beating up opponents on the ground. 4 TKO victories to his credit. Loves the takedown. His other win is by rear naked choke, and he looks to be setting up number 2.
Every athlete here, one fighter fights is eyeing that one prize match just fought in the world's top martial arts league, one championship. Rabindra Dant off to a good start. Great ground and pound and control again for the Nepali representative.
But Korepchi Dongak survives 10 minutes. And we get to see a third and final round of this flyweight mixed martial arts contest.
Take a look at the replay here, Mitch. This is the right hand landed by Dongak. We see Dant immediately look to clinch and land the big knees up the middle. And then on top again. Rabindra Dant has been suffocating with his ground and pound. There's a nice straight left there by Dongak, a man with over 300 amateur kickboxing bouts, but unable to let a lot of the offense go right now because of the grappling on display here from Rabindra Dant.
Yeah, Dant does a beautiful job of closing the distance, disguising the takedown with hands. I'd assume you want to get this fight back there as quickly as possible, but you can't just dominate, Gianni. You really have to show the ability to excite fans and put on bonus winning performances. If you want to punch your ticket to the big show, if you want to get to that upper echelon of the martial arts world, you have got to put on spectacular performances, and now is when Dant needs to turn it up and stop this Russian machine that's trying to let go. I like the leg kicks. I really like the Dongak leg kick.
But on the other side, Dant with the forward pressure, closing the space of Donggak. Donggak needs space to let his combinations flow, but so hard when you have a fighter coming right at you. Nice entry again from Donggak, from Ravindra Dant, excuse me.
Good timing on the leg kick to put Dant on the mat. This is what Donggak needs. He needs to start putting some combinations together. He's not out of this fight. Matches are not judged round by round. A match is judged in its entirety. So Donggak still's got a shot, but he's got to stop this takedown. But he doesn't.
That was a beautiful entry there. Ravindra Dant slips the right hand, gets into the entry and drives Donggak right back into this mount position. This is a bad spot. Arms both pinned. Dant gonna let go of some ground and pound. 4 TKO victories, all from the ground and pound position. Ravindra Dant is dangerous here.
This might be the beginning of the end for Korepchi Donggak here. If Dant can turn it up, he might be able to get Donggak out of there.
Look at the hand trapping there as well. Trapping the wrist of Donggak, making it hard for him to pop back up. Nice technique there shown by Ravindra Dant.
Kim Chang's giving Donggak every opportunity, but this might be it, and it is.
What a victory for Ravindra Dant. Picking up a TKO in the 3rd round and a Nepali flag. It's flying high inside the Mecca of Muay Thai Lumpini Boxing Stadium. Ravindra Dant picks up victory number 6.
And still undefeated, Ravindra Dant making the most of his one Friday Fights debut with a signature TKO stoppage over Korepchi Donggak in the first fight of the night.
Look at him trap the wrist there. Nice hip pressure, the ground and pound rains down. Ravindra Dant, great control throughout all 3 rounds. And then the ground and pound relentless in the 3rd round to pick up his first victory here in the Mecca of Muay Thai. Let's go up to Nara for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 55 seconds in the 3rd round, your referee has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, Ravindra Dant!
Ravindra Dant representing Nepal, stepping into the world stage and coming out with a 3rd round TKO victory. Very happy man right there, but rightfully so. Had to work different arm jobs, flying the Nepali flag proudly. Congratulations to Ravindra Dant.
Coming up Friday, September